Welcome back to Just a Quick Show, and here's the COVID-19 update. This COVID-19 update, and I say, man, we're going on this all concern, and here's the love for all the people who live and die in this COVID-19. I hope you stay at home and avoid crowds. And when we're gonna get a vaccine? Well, that's what we have seen more importantly and possibly, and I believe that. I thought everything is sell. I thought everything's still. But look, why I'm saying this, look, not much we do here in Granville County, and not much we have in North Carolina, but there's much going on here in Granville County. But no. Well, anyway, Wally, North Carolina, North Carolina has in the paper. It says, and this COVID-19 we have seen, and it has seen more than enough. But now, what we just learned, 867,916 total cases, and deaths told by 159,841. Now, the election day may coming up, and it says, well, anyway, Will Cooper said those doing an interview with the Association Press that President Donald Trump's estimation still lacks a sufficient strategy to tackle the coronavirus pandemic. I like the fact that he did provide some help for hurricane recovery in North Carolina. I do like the push for a vaccine, but most of the failure strategies that we had during this pandemic have been as not as assessed. That said, when discussing Trump's weighing in from the pandemic executive orders to his government opponent, running for re-election this year is a purple state. Cooper had largely reaffirmed us for the direct attacks on Trump, and says, "I don't mind talking about President Trump." Cooper said, "I'll oppose him when I disagree with him. I will support his actions where they help North Carolina. I always put North Carolina first." The government reiterated his support for former Vice President Joe Biden, that he wouldn't say whether he voted for Biden in the states, but still prominent. "That's my business. I support him. But the ballot is private," he said, in the end in the jail. Cooper, who had consistently generous in the point, um, I might have put wait a minute. My opponent, then now, this COVID 19, folks, this COVID 19 just, I don't want to read that. But now, this COVID 19 just came out of nowhere, and, and this one hasn't stopped. We see people, sick. I seen somebody in Los Angeles getting sick. And maybe you're right. Maybe it didn't have to happen, but it did. In Los Angeles, let's take a look. Let me slow down. Okay, why I say it's Los Angeles, and that's a big reason. What has happening? People are going to be back in school as going to be back in school for whatever now. But look, now here's the reason, and this is what happened. And this is what happened in Los Angeles County countries. I mean, look, for us, in California, Los Angeles, we see people getting sick. I mean, there's no business being in the house going to those house parties. Because Los Angeles County continues to report the highest number of infections in the state, 197,912 as of Wednesday. Now, We may have another outbreak after this. It says what has happened was for people. People in LA didn't know what to do, and it did. And people are gathering around. They all gathered. It says the mayor of Los Angeles has said the city will be authorized to shut off water and power to popular with large parties and gatherings are held despite restrictions imposed to curb the spread of coronavirus. Eric Johnson said house parties have become nightclubs in the hills and that the focus will be on gatherings, pausing signifies public dangers. The rule comes into force on Friday. California is the most infected U.S. state with over 532,000 COVID-19 cases. State authorities have also reported 9,872 deaths resulting from coronavirus. So Los Angeles County continues to report the highest number of infections in the state of 197,912 as of Wednesday. It says last month, California Governor Gavin Newsom ordered an immediate halt to indoor activities at restaurants, bars, and entertainment venues. But Los Angeles authorities have reported a sting of house parties during the pandemic. Early this week, a woman was fatally shot at the party in a city's Bellevue Crest neighborhood where around 200 people had attended. Well, Guthrie told reporters that parties are often taking place at homes that are vacant or used for short-term retails. The consequences of these large parties ripening are far beyond these bodies, he said. They're ripening throughout our entire community because the virus can quickly and easily spread. The U.S. continues to grapple with the world's biggest coronavirus outbreak with over 4.8 million cases and at least 158,268 deaths, according to Johns Hopkins University. So this is all getting out of hand. This is all getting out of hand because all this, the LA in California, and the state of California, and the city in LA has still got coronavirus. We have a lot of people had infected in America, and yes, it does. It is what it is. And when Anthony Dr. Folks have to say or this come to this incredible act, I mean, how did they react? I guess they didn't had nothing to say. So please, everybody, continue to wear a mask, continue to practice social distancing, keep 6 feet, keep 6 feet apart, and don't forget to check me out on the Joseph Crow Show. Starts at 5 o'clock with 2 videos a day. That's all we have to say for now. For now, I'm Joseph Crow. Love, peace, and soul.